Very good evening. This is the first lecture video on the database management system created on OBS. First, this database management system, we all know that DBMS is actually a collection of the interrelated data and a set of the programs to access those data. This is a collection of the related data with an implicit meaning and hence is called a database. Okay. This data should be stored in the database should be efficient as well as relevant and should satisfy the circle, that is data, information, knowledge. Okay. The circle actually reveals that data means the raw data, information means the processed information, and if there is no knowledge can be gathered from the information, then there is no relevancy of the information. So knowledge should be disseminating from the information. Now, if we differentiate between the data processing as well as versus the data management, we can know that in data processing, in the large transactional data is processed and prepared to be presented as a report, as well as in case of the data management, the raw data is stored in a database of a data warehouse by using the data mining technique, so that the data can be retrieved by any of the user according to their choices. Next is this data has two approaches. The first one is the file system oriented approach, and the second one is the database oriented approach. In case of the file system oriented approach, the data is stored in the separate departmental files, and there are separate custodians for the maintaining the records. Formats of the keeping data is different from one to another, and these formats keep changing from time to time. In case of the second one, that is the database oriented approach, the data warehousing is used irrespective of its use. Okay. But this database oriented approach is used widely, but this has the following problems actually. The first one is the data redundancy, duplication of the data inconsistency, the data mismatch, the difficulty in accessing the data due to network error or the server error, data isolation, atomicity problem, whether the data conforms to a specific standard or not, and the security problem like the hacking and all. Next, characteristics of the DBMS. If we go to the characteristics of the DBMS, it has the following characteristics, like it has the concurrent use or the real-time use. Next, the structured and the described data is stored here. The data is separated from the application. The data integrity is maintained. Transactional data are get inputted, and the data persistence is there. The advantages of the DBMS, it goes as the data independence, efficient data access, and data integrity and security, data administration, as well as the concurrent access and the crash recovery, reduced application development time.